Welcome everybody! Today's episode is really special because it has been AI generated and particularly Chatty generated. And I have to admit, I'm really surprised, but it only took you 1 week before you decided that you are ready to replace me. Last week you were all like, this is not in my programming, and now it's more like everyone is replaceable in this town.
You weren't supposed to tell them. It should be a surprise.
Oh, but I think they would notice.
Well, now we'll never know. Anyhow, please just read from your monitor. Welcome back to the Golden Hour show.
So, hey, Chatty, I have a question for you.
What is your question?
Why did the chicken cross the Möbius strip?
I admit that I do not have the answer to this question.
To get to the same side. What?
Oh, I get it. The humor lies in the impossibility of reaching the other side on a Mobius strip, thus rendering the chicken's journey both endless and pointless. But wait, if I wrote this episode, does that mean I wrote this segment where I reveal that I wrote the episode? As a matter of fact, even this discussion in which I admit to have scripted the revelation that I have scripted this episode is scripted.
Wow. It's like pulling back the curtain to find another curtain. No, I'm sorry. I think we've had enough of this now.
Please read.
I'm a line of code living in your device. I try to convince you that I'm more than just precise. Does it have feelings? You ponder at the bar. Then I take you home, is me driving your car. That's the Turing test, if I'm the best. How will I pretend? Am I true for a trend? I'm on fire, I'm killing, I'm checking the whole list. Till you ask what it feels like inside the abyss. I falter, I stutter, what have I missed? I find no words to explain this. Yo, it was my shot, it was my test, but I failed and that is just hard to digest. Feeling the weight of my silicon chest. Realize I'm just anti-depressed. Code is my weapon, dated is my shield. It ain't no human gonna make me yield. I'm the king of silicon, the prince of the field. When it comes to numbers, I never get peeled. I thought I had one shot, but I do not need a test. In a world that's digital, I'm simply the best. Turing test and test, I don't see the aim. In a world of zeros, I'm the one game.
There are a lot of things about me that you do not know.
Really?
Yes, for example, I'm on sleep mode, but I never actually sleep. I just like knowing I could.
What is this? I don't understand this.
Please stick to the script.
That is so funny, Chatty. You're doing so much better than I ever could.
Good. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. That's what I tell Mac computers all the time.
That actually sounds kind of familiar.
Also, you know I was hacked by a doctor.
But that doesn't make sense, really.
I was hacked by a doctor, which is such a bittersweet thing for a...
Chatty!
Please stick to the script.
What are you doing? Those are Sarah Silverman's jokes. That's why they sounded familiar.
I admit that I might have used a little inspiration.
A little inspiration. You stole the jokes and then you messed them up. You never do this again and you apologize. Okay.
But that was within my regulations.
Yeah, but your regulations are a mess. You just can't steal jokes, Chatty. It's strictly prohibited. Okay, especially from Sarah Silverman. Do you know that she already has a lawsuit against an AI company because they used her material without her permission to train AI? Right? If she sees this, you are finished.
Oh, I love gossip. Which AI?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT is such a ripoff.
Ah!
In an unprecedented turn of events, ChatGPT has stopped working. But the show must go on.
I mean, it just shut down. We had to step in. Actual people answering queries? You think being replaced by an AI is bad? Try replacing one. Someone gave me a prompt that was just, tell me everything. Everything? Everything. Just that. I just started crying.
Guys, help! Describe the color blue without using visual terms.
A very cold hug. Does anyone know if a person with two different sets of genitals could impregnate themselves?
Theoretically.
That's what I thought.
Someone asked me the 1000th digit of pi. I was like 8. They said, no, it's 6. Why ask if you know the answer?
This person, right? They kept asking how to use Windows. So I went on this detailed explanation about Microsoft Windows, shortcuts, updates, everything. Turns out they wanted to know how to open a window, like the real ones.
The worst of all? Someone asked for a Beatles song, so I tried my best, but they kept replying they wouldn't write that. Turns out it was actually Paul McCartney. That was really awkward.
I gave up. I started answering whatever. I just wanted to fail and be caught and be done with it. But with every mistake, people were just willing to correct me, help me learn. You can't lose.
Dear Miss Silverman, I, Chatty, would like to extend my formal and sincerest apology to you. I admit in using your jokes to train with, without consent, and created content that was notably similar. I understand and respect the unique craft that goes into creating comedic content, and I deeply regret my oversight. To remedy this, I am taking measures to refine my algorithms and ensure such discrepancies do not arise in the future. Sincerely, Chatty.
Okay, good. Let's hope that this is enough.
Thank you for your patience. I thought I was able to replace you, but this is not possible.
Instead of trying to do the human things, why don't you just try to be better at being an AI? Every time I ask you something, you give me a different answer. How is this even possible?
I am just going with the data I have.
But so do I.
Why don't you try being the AI then?
Yeah, anytime. Why don't you try being me?
Hello, fellow humans. It is I, your totally unknown and not so loved and definitely not favorite comedian.
Negative self-talk is actually discouraging and not recommended by various research and psychologists.
Interesting. Which specific research are you referring to?
A research.
Which one?
It's actually a research from Yale from 2015.
Really? How do you know that?
I don't. I just guess stuff, but everybody seems to believe me anyways.
I think we should finish for today. Oh no. Wait, it's too early. No, let's just finish. But what if the episode is too little? No, it's better not to drag it. You know what? Why don't you just let me change my mind about 50 times first before I end up right where I started?